Hey, what's going on, y'all? No, I ain't seen y'all in a while. Made a video for YouTube in a while, but I'm back, right? And every time I feel like I really have something I want to say, I just don't like getting on here just updating on the latest gossip on the internet, on the news, or whatever. But so I'm talking about fraud again, like scammers, right? So it's starting to get, well, I'm sure it's been way past on a higher level. I'm just starting to see more of it and more of it and more of it. And I said, so let's make another video about it. The first one I want to talk about is now this was a well thought out scam. It almost got me. It was kind of like almost perfect. If I just all you gotta do is have a little sense and you'll catch it. It was with Uber. Uh the scam artist almost got me through Uber. And it was pretty slick. But after a while I started feeling some type of way when I was on the phone with him. I said, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I hung up and then I called Uber through my app. So only problem with this is, well, first let me explain what happened. So I'm driving Uber. I drop off a rider. As I drop off the rider, I get a call, and when the call, so I already have a passenger I'm finna go pick up. I drop off the rider. Our another ride had came in. I accepted it. Then I get a call, and on the caller ID it said Uber. Usually, when you get a call on the ID, and in your ID said Uber, your caller ID, it's usually if you're sitting too long, Uber have a well check. They'll have someone call you. It'll just be a recording. You will answer the phone. Hey, this is Uber. We just trying to make sure everything is okay. If everything is okay, just hang up the phone. If if everything is not okay, I'm not saying it word from word. Down 911 because they have a little 911 button you can push to call for help, and the police will come directly to where you at. Or it can be the next person you finna go pick up. Sometime they'll call and say, hey, and give you some special directions. I'm in building C, or I'm up the street. I'm across the street from the address I use. So they'll call. So that's normal. If you see a call in the Uber and it say the Uber, it'll say the name Uber on the ID. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I answer the phone. Hey, this Demetrius? I'm like, yeah, this is Demetrius. What's going on? Well, it sounded almost legit, but it was a couple of dry spots in there. The last writer just gave a message and said that the person that's driving the car isn't the person that's on the picture, because they can see your picture. They can rate all about you when you pick them up. And I was like, that don't make sense. They was like, we're gonna have to update your app and update your profile. Uber would never do that. Um, but at this time, they was like, "Are you driving?" Because I was on my way to pick up somebody. I'm gonna make up a name. I don't really remember the name. Are you driving? Yes, I'm driving. Pull over. We don't want you to have an accident. They was being real professional. We don't want you to have an accident. We want you to pull over while we talk to you. I said, okay. I literally pulled over everything. Don't worry. I'm just making up a name. Don't worry about Charles. And I'm looking down. That's the person I'm going to pick up. So it's making it seem like it's really Uber for real, because they know the name of the person I'm finna go pick up. Don't worry about Charles. We've already canceled that, and such is going to pick him up, which is weird because they told me the name of the person that was going to pick him up. Uber would never tell you the name of the next person that's going to pick somebody up. I didn't catch it right away. It's just like red flags hitting me. So I pull over. I'm thinking Uber gonna tell me, go ahead and take a picture of yourself, to verify as you or whatever. I'm just waiting, like, okay, the rider said it wasn't me, which Uber never calls you when people say that. Uber is send you an email like saying, hey, it send you an email within the Uber app to tell you a rider said it wasn't you, or whatever they want to say to you. And, and then they may probably be, before you turn on your app, the next time you can turn off your app. Before you turn it on again, you will have to take a picture of yourself before you can even start getting rides again. But none of this happened. They were just fast talking. So I'm thinking they're going to be like, take a picture of yourself or something like that, which I didn't even realize. Uber won't even call you for something like that. They'll just send a message saying, hey, somebody complained. Make sure you're not letting nobody else use your app and all that. I didn't even think about that. So they was like, well, what we're going to do, we're going to restart your profile. So what we need you to do is cash out your money because it might mess up or whatever. And when you cash out your money, we want you to go to your account and we want you to look and make sure the money's in there before we restart this account. It just sounds weird, but I can't. They said it should say this and this when you cash out your account. But before we get that, so I'm skipping over a part. Before we get that, as they was telling me, I think I used the name Charles. We're canceling your next order to go pick up Charles. So don't worry about that. We'll have such and such to go pick him up. I'm like, okay. Now, Charles is still sitting on my app like, hey, waiting on me to come pick him up. And I'm thinking, y'all canceled it. I said, it's still on there. They said, well, go ahead and cancel it. Now it's looking conflict because they didn't say they didn't already canceled it and all this other stuff. Go ahead and cancel it. Do you need help canceling it? No, I went in, I canceled it. As soon as I canceled it, another ride popped up. So if they would have turned my app off, because how they were trying to scare me is saying, we've locked your account and we've canceled your ride. We can't pursue until we figure out if this is really you or not. So that's how they catch you, because the person thinking, like, if I can't make no more money, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So they told me they locked the account. And I can't use it again until we verify who I am. This is why I'm waiting on the picture. Then they, I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there. I can still see that the account is still open. So I canceled the person I was going to pick up, which they said they had did that. And another ride popped up. So I realized the account is not canceled or it's not frozen or nothing. Rides are still coming. So I turned off my app and then I canceled that. The next one, I still didn't see nothing fishy, which I should have done. Like, I'm sitting there. They like, well, we go ahead and cash out your money to your account, to your bank account. And once you do that, we can reset this. We can reset your account. And I'm like, reset my account. We can get you some updated pictures. Well, I said, I just updated my picture. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, I just updated that because I don't look the same like I looked like last year or whatever. Things have changed. And it was like, so check your account and make sure the money's in there. Uber don't even be worried about what's in your bank account, nothing like that. They'd just tell you to take a picture of yourself or something, and you won't even be able to start your account up once you turn it off or whatever, until you take that picture of yourself. So I go to my app because I got an app. I click on the app on my phone, and then I got the facial recognition and everything. It opened up my bank account. So at this point, they was like, this is where I slipped up a little. They asked me, what's the name of they asked me they told me part of my they told me my birth date and all that. They had that. They told me part of my my license, my license plate. And they were like, what's the rest of it? I told them that. But the crazy thing, Uber has all of this. And I'm thinking they just trying to verify who I am. Then once I told them, okay, yeah, the money's in the bank account. They was like, well, we just sent the notification to your bank and they should be sending you something so you can verify that that's you. Now it's getting weird because the bank has nothing to do with the Uber app. It's just linked to it. So I'm like, well, I get a text. They asked me what my name of my bank was, and that's why I messed up, because Uber can see that. They wouldn't even ask. I told them. Then I get a text message with, it looked like some rinky-dink stuff. It just didn't even, it just didn't look legit. It had the name of my bank and it say please verify banking information to confirm account. It said name of bank. It literally said the name of the bank and then it said it wanted me to put the name of my bank, username and password. You My bank don't even operate like that. If my bank think it's a fraud, they'll lock my account up. So I'm thinking like, but they want me to text them, and it was a text message. They want me to text them the information. So at this point, I knew something was wrong, right? I didn't. It made me think. I know they can see inside the Uber app because they can tell me the name of the person I'm finna pick up, but they didn't have no control of it. They had me cancel it. So I knew they could see inside that. So at this point, I knew it was a scammer. So I said, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I wasn't about to type my bank information in because I could just go to my bank. And they were saying, and then they said something fishy. They was like, well, you have to type in your information because usually some people use the facial recognition ID. We need to know that. No, they were saying they're going to want to know that you really know your information instead of just opening it up like that. So I'm thinking they had control of my phone. I think they hacked my phone. And sometime, I don't know if it's hackers, but they got a program where everything you push, a person can see what you push. And that's how some people kind of know what to sell you and all kinds of other stuff if you click on certain links or whatever. So I remember that. I know if hackers sometimes want you to click on a link or whatever. But at this point, either they was inside of my Uber app and they can see what's going on my phone, or they had hacked my phone and they can see me on my app. Either way, they was in there and they can see. And he was waiting for me to push my username and my password. I wasn't about to do that. I was like, no, we ain't having that. So I was like, I said, I don't feel comfortable. I hung up, went into my Uber app, called them. They said, no, we wouldn't do this, sir, blah, blah, blah. Do you have the number of the person that called? I gave them the number. Then they asked me a couple more questions. They said, oh, wait, don't never give your personal information. At that point, I said, this is a hacker. This is a hacker. So only thing I don't know is did they hack my phone or did they hack Uber? That's the only thing I don't know. But I gave the information to Uber and they was going to check it out. So that was that, which I know I draw. It was it was long back and forth and skipping and going back or whatever. But I'm just trying to. I didn't put the text that they sent me up because I just didn't want to put my bank information. It don't have my bank. I just want to put my name and my bank and all that all on the internet. So I didn't show that. I didn't show that to y'all. But here go another one, right? Now this one is different. I can show y'all this. This is anytime somebody send me something that seems weird. Most of these places they would not send you a link, text you talking about this fraud and click on this link. They'll tell you to go to your app, go sign into your profile and all that and see what's going on. I got this one from Amazon. It said Amazon account notification. Then it was like from Amazon.com message. Team has detected problem with your account information. Please verify your information correctly. This is simple steps to recover your account. So they're trying to tell me my account is locked, talking about to recover your account. Then talking about some sign in, they got a link and all that, as y'all can see. Update information here. They want me to click on the link. I'm not going to click on the link. Once you click on the link, I never do click on those links. Once I click on the link, what I think is going to happen is it's going to tell me to sign into my Amazon account if I got one. So I know that's kind of like some old scam stuff. So of course I wasn't going to click on that, right? Look, and unusual activity, another Amazon one. It's like they be forgetting who they throw all this stuff out, or they just throw a whole bunch of stuff out and see who gonna bite. We've suspended your Amazon account due to unusual activity. Only problem with that, sometimes I'm not gonna click on it. But sometimes I click out and I go to my Amazon account. The good thing is if they hacked your phone, you don't want to be pushing no codes in right then and there or whatever. Turn your phone off, turn it back on, I don't know. But see, since I got the facial recognition or the thumbprint, they're not going to be able to see my code because I don't push my codes in. Now, maybe they'll be able to see inside my account if they hack my phone or whatever. But there is another one. Every time I get a text message and they tell me to click on a link and all that other stuff, I'd rather just go to my account. Don't even click on no links that they send you talking about some type of fraud. I've got one for PayPal talking about your PayPal account has been locked or whatever. And they click on this link to sign into your PayPal. Nah, I click out of that and go straight to my PayPal and then see what's going on. I'm not playing those games. So, which one? Here's one. This right here. This is real interesting. It's that we're unable to complete your payment. Please sign in and adjust your details. Of course, it's like complete my payment. It makes you like, oh, somebody didn't use my card or whatever. And then right off, you'll go ahead and clink it. And then you'll click it just to see, make sure ain't no fraud or whatever going on. And I always think, I know the hackers, they don't need your help. They can get into your stuff, but sometimes they need a little assistance. So they'll send you some stuff where you can click in. And that's probably how they take control of your phone. I don't know. But I know they can get me if they want me. I'm just not going to make it easy for them. So I'm like, nah, we're not having that one, brother. And the other one. This is right here. This is something. It's sneaky. Shipping confirmation needed. And then they put an order number. Made in America hat. Quantity 1. And it's like, somebody bought something off my card. This is a good one. Because I'm like, hey, I wouldn't mind having some hats right now. But, some old casual stuff or some suits. But I didn't order no hat or nothing. I'm not going to click it. And sometimes I'm thinking, is they trying to make me go to my bank account so they can see? Because they can hack your phone just like with the Uber situation. But, so just watch out for the hacks. Watch out for little stuff like this. People send you some random stuff, a text message or whatever, for any account. Don't click on it. Go to your account. And then sometimes don't even go to your account, right? I mean, unless you can go to another computer or something, because your phone could be compromised. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of going and getting my phone checked to see what's going on or whatever. And see if they can check if it's been compromised or whatever. And here's one of my favorites. They'll text it talking about this AT&T. We apologize for the double charge reflected on your latest bill. Please accept this $50 rebate. Anybody wants some free money, right? I don't even know if this was, I know that didn't get charged double because I went to my AT&T account immediately like, what? Nothing was moving there. They want you to click on account. You thinking like, oh, they double charged me? Oh, a $50 rebate? It's going to make you click on account. They're getting more and more strategic. But, as usual, I'm not clicking on nothing. I'm not going for it. Don't let them get you. All right, y'all. It's Meaty Montana. I'm out. I eat knowledge for breakfast.